Hey Simply Bakers, today I'm sharing with you caramel cake. You guys requested this. It's been long awaited, actually 2 weeks, but I'm here to share it with you. Let's begin. So in a large bowl, you're going to add unsalted butter. I like to cube my butter because I usually forget to take it out, so I put it in the microwave and it usually softens evenly. Then you're going to add some sugar. I use organic cane sugar, but you can use granulated sugar. Add brown sugar, and you're going to mix until it is light and fluffy. So next you're going to add 2 large eggs and the vanilla extract. You're going to see me add it later. I did that by accident because I forgot to add it at this time. Also, don't forget to scrape down the sides of the bowl so everything is mixed in very well. After you're done mixing, you're going to set this bowl aside and you're going to add all the dry ingredients together. Here I have some cake flour and baking soda, baking powder, and salt, and you're just going to whisk it all together until it is well combined. So Simply Bakers, I really want to make videos or recipes that you guys like to watch and you guys want to try, so let me know in the comments what you guys want to see, like no bake desserts, more Oreo recipes, 5 ingredients or less. Let me know in the comments. So next we're going to alternately add the dry ingredients and buttermilk to this batter. So we're going to start with the dry ingredients. You're going to mix it a little bit just until it's well combined. I think I overdid it here, but next you're going to add the buttermilk and you're going to alternately do that. Just do it twice. The next time you add the dry ingredients, that should be the last batch, and then add the buttermilk. So I'm just putting this out there. I am not a cake expert, you guys. I am just like you. I love to bake, but cakes are not my specialty. There's some good ones out there. So this is just how I make it, and it looks very homemade. Anyway, so we're gonna split the batter into 2 and add it to 2 cake pans. You can actually just bake it in 1 cake pan. The right one can fill up to the very top, and I love using that, but for the sake of this video, and I want to show you guys this, the way exactly how I make it, I split it into 2 cake pans. And because I'm the only one that's eating this, I will use my fingers and put it back into the cake batter. But if you're sharing this with public, don't do that. So anyway, I baked it in the oven for about 25 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And I let it sit a little bit for about 10 minutes before I transferred it over to the wire rack. Also, I don't think I mentioned, I like to use parchment paper on the bottom of my cake pan because it makes the top of the cake very smooth and even and easy to remove. Okay, so the next part is we're going to make the caramel sauce. Now there's so many different ways to make it, but this is just how I make it, and I like it this way because it tasted really good. But beware, you can burn it easily, so keep an eye on it. So just add the butter, vanilla extract, brown sugar, and I use agave. You can use corn syrup, but I like to keep things a little bit healthier, but corn syrup does the trick to keep it nice and smooth. So you are going to cook this until it thickens, kind of like this, and then you're going to set it aside for about 5 minutes. Take it off the pan or take it off the stove and let it sit, because you want it to come to room temperature, or not even room temperature, you want it to be kind of warm because you're going to add milk to kind of thicken up the batter or thicken up the caramel, and it's gonna become like a honey texture. So you're gonna see me as I mix, and it's gonna look very liquidy, but the longer you let it sit, the thicker it becomes. So now we're gonna make the buttercream. So all you need is just some butter, and you're going to mix it up, and then you're going to slowly add the powdered sugar. I like to add it slowly because I tend to add too much and it just becomes too, like, I forget the word, but you cake makers, you know what I mean. So gradually add it, and then you're going to slowly add the caramel sauce. This is what's going to make it more spreadable, and you're just going to mix until you get the flavor and the texture that you're looking for. Now that is what I was looking for. So I'm going to set that aside, and now my cake has completely cooled, and I'm just going to even up everything by cutting the top of the cake. And then my favorite part is icing the cake. So just grab an offset spatula, and here I am. This is actually the middle layer, the filling. I didn't put too much because I don't really like buttercream so much, but you can add as much as you like. And then I added some of the caramel sauce. I spread it out, and also don't forget to add the salt. I think, yes, I forgot to add it, but that's important to make this a salted caramel cake. And then next, you're gonna cover the cake. Actually, you're going to crumb coat it. This is really important. It will lock all of the crumbs. It will lock all of the crumbs in, and you're just gonna let it sit in the refrigerator for about an hour. I used to not do this, and my frosting was always so crummy. It was really bad, but sometimes I just get really lazy. I'm actually really lazy, you guys. Okay, so after an hour, I took it out of the fridge, and now I am decorating the cake. I'm just doing it really simple, you guys. I'm just basically covering it, and I actually ran out, and then I realized that I had set some aside to decorate, and that's why you'll find it. This one is very simple, and I couldn't find my cake tip or my frosting tip. I redecorated my office, or redid my office, so I don't know where anything is. Okay, so now that I'm almost done, almost done icing the cake, I transferred to a cake stand and just filled in the little gaps, and you can just clean everything up. And then I added some caramel sauce by just like basically sprinkling it over. I made this super simple. Like I said, guys, I am not a cake maker. I just love to make cakes. And don't forget to add the salt at the very end. You can sprinkle some on top because it really helps to balance out the sweetness of the cake. Again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to get all of my latest recipes immediately. And if you're on Instagram, please follow me at Simply Bakings. I would love to connect with you and get to know more about you guys. Thanks again, guys. I will see you on my next upload, which is on Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye!